2025. This year has taught me that you can do everything right and still feel a little bit unfinished. I feel like I hit a lot of milestones that I used to dream about, and instead of feeling done, I kind of felt like I was still changing in ways I didn't expect or realize. So I'm getting ready today to talk about what the year felt like and not what it just looked like. I started 2025 living in my dream apartment condo. It was a condo building, but we were just rented it. And actually this was the first time that me and my now fiance have been living or have stayed in a place longer than a year, because I feel like we just moved so much all the time just because we were like in school and then graduated college, moved, all this stuff. This was like my dream apartment, like high-rise, floor-to-ceiling windows, city view, downtown Chicago. I could walk anywhere I wanted by myself, do whatever I wanted. So easy, convenient. It was a great spot to have friends over. Then we moved. I don't want to sound like I'm being ungrateful or anything, but I feel like a part of me wasn't finished like living there yet. I don't really know how to describe it. I feel like the only way I could describe it is like, maybe, I don't know if anyone experienced this in some way or another, or if you can understand what I'm saying, but like say you're younger and you already have like established friends, like your home that you grew up in, whatever, and then your parents like get a new job and they move or something, and you move, you go to another school and you have to make all new friends and stuff like that. That's to me kind of what it felt like, and I wasn't all the way ready for it yet. Like I was, but I wasn't. Like I knew it was coming. We went through our choices and thought about like, oh, should we buy something in the city or should we, you know, get a house? I wanted to stay in the city. My fiance wanted a house. Part of me wanted a house also because I really want a dog, and I know a lot of people in the city have dogs, but like I just know for me, like having a puppy and like going up and down elevators and whatnot, especially in the winter, walking a dog and trying to potty train them to go potty on like a public sidewalk when people are walking and stuff, that just wasn't for me. And I wanted my dog to have like a backyard and their own space and whatnot. Ultimately we decided to get a house. Honestly, I'm in love with my house. I like being able to make it your own and you don't have any rules or restrictions or anything like that. That's been awesome. But at the same time, I really miss the city. I feel like I kind of made living in the city, like being downtown, like part of my identity. So like that was really hard for me to grasp and change. And I don't know, like I feel like I'm still, my chapter isn't closed to like being a city girl. My dream one day would be to have a beach house and also high rise in the city down the line. I still do want like that city life, and I'm really not even that far away from the city. It's just really not close either. So, I mean, obviously I can go to the city whenever I want. I go to the city almost every day for work still, because I still work at the same place that I used to work at. So explain this without sounding like ungrateful, because buying a house is a huge accomplishment. I don't take it for granted at all being able to do that, but also I just had such an attachment to that place just because it was felt like something that was been on like my dream board, vision board, that I got to tick off. And then I feel like I didn't fully take advantage of living in the city the way I should have. And I think maybe it's just me having regrets of not fully immersing myself and doing the things like when I see people posting on TikToks like what they're doing in the city, like when even going to like something little, like going to the farmer's market, trying these new restaurants, I'm like, I should have done all those things. Mind you, I did do a lot of stuff, but the city, there's just so much stuff to do that you just never could run out of things to do. I think that's the thing that I get in my head about the most, was just like feeling like I didn't take full advantage of being so close and to everything and how convenient it was. And then like obviously, I mean, we've had people over here, but I feel like it's just more fun and easier to do things when you live downtown. Like, you know, people want to come over, you want to like go out, it's easy, just like walk home from whatever you're doing. And now if I don't want to drive to the city, because you know, if you go out, have drinks, whatever, you got to take either Uber all the way to the city or a train and an Uber, so that's just inconvenient in itself. I don't know, maybe I'm being dramatic about it, maybe I'm not. Hopefully someone understands. And that happened towards the beginning of 2025, and that was just really hard for me, and I feel like I'm finally coming to terms with it and trying to move past not being there, because I still am happy where I am, I just miss it, which I feel like is justifiable. Like I can be happy where I am but still miss something, you know? Not everything that happened in 2025 was hard. Honestly, I feel like 2025 was like rough. Like I'm watching like TikToks and stuff and it feels like 2025 was pretty rough for a lot of people, but the highlight of my 2025 was getting engaged. Ignore my nails are not done right now. I just ripped my gel off and I'm trying to take care of them. I actually just got this OPI like repair stuff for it, but yeah, so they're trying to heal right now. But getting engaged was definitely the highlight of my year, and honestly it was a long time coming. I already feel like I'm basically married because I've been with my fiance going on 9 years this year. So we've been together since I was 17 and he was 16. Been a long time coming, but it's still so exciting. And yeah, I'm happy to say I'm a fiance and I'm engaged, and it was so fun. fun. We were in the Dominican Republic when my fiance proposed to me, and so he did it at the beginning, which thank God, to like, you know, get to enjoy the trip, engage together, and like celebrate it basically the whole time. It was really fun, and that was definitely a highlight of my year. And I don't want to talk about it too much because like I don't want to make that my whole personality, but I'm really excited and happy about that. And I literally look at my ring every day. I'm like, oh my god, she's gorgeous. I love her. After getting engaged in the trip, I believe we're going into May, and I've been sitting with this for a while, like thinking about going back to school, honestly, for a while. And then I finally decided to go back, and I never would have thought that I would go back to school. I genuinely don't like school. I'm not bad at school, but I'm not good at school. Like I literally just coast and just do what I have to do to pass and get decent grades and move on, because I decided I wanted a change in careers. And I like my job now, but it's just not something I see myself doing long term. I like it because it's convenient, it's easy, and I have perks, I guess I would say. What I want to do requires me going back to school, and I already have my bachelor's degree, so it's like going back to school for another few years, like that just sounds awful. Like I already did it for 4 years and I barely wanted to do it then, but it is what it is. I already started, so I have to finish, even though when I first started I had a really hard class and I was like, yeah, why did I do this? I don't want to do this. I'm gonna quit. Obviously I didn't. I stayed in it. I finished my first semester. I honestly don't even want to think about how many more I have to go, but I did start school, and I don't really want to get too much into it because honestly it's just something at this point I have to do. I don't necessarily want it to like take over my whole, you know, life, because I feel like it pretty much did. And my first semester, because I was just, you know, getting back into it, and I'm just like, whoa, what is this? And I stopped posting for a while, and I'm just like, that's not like, I don't want to put posting on, you know, the back burner, because this is something that I've already, you know, put on the back burner for so long, that I've wanted to do for so long, and I finally did it. And why stop now? Like I literally, this is ultimately what I would generally want to do, but I think it's always good to, you know, have a backup plan and whatnot. And honestly, this is just fun for me. Like posting and doing something that I said I always wanted to do, and finally doing it makes me feel more confident in myself and like keeping promises to myself. So I'm gonna keep posting, and I'm not gonna do what I did last semester and fall behind. I want to just be consistent with everything in my life now, because I feel like last year I wasn't. Like that's a huge thing for me in 2025, is just no consistency, like none whatsoever, and having no discipline. And like that makes me feel bad about myself. Like I know I'm not that kind of person. Like I feel like I have a very determined personality, and like if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. And the fact that I really didn't keep my word to myself, I feel like gave me so much anxiety, and so much just literally just anxiety. Like when you say you're gonna do something, you don't do it, it's all you think about, and you keep thinking about how you didn't do it, and then you just feel bad about yourself. And yeah, I feel like that's honestly a lot of how I felt this year, and I don't want to feel like that again. Anyways, I'm on a break now from school though, thank God, so I'm gonna catch up on my videos, and you're gonna see a lot more of me. The second best thing that happened to me after, I don't know, I feel like I have to tie these two, because it would just be wrong to be like, okay, my second highlight of the year is getting a puppy, and he is so cute. I feel like it's hard to even say that he is the second highlight of my year. I feel like getting engaged is obviously my number one, but also getting a puppy that I've always wanted. You could probably even hear him in the background going crazy. He's playing. Oh my gosh, I've always wanted a puppy, and he's my dream dog, and he's so sweet and lovey. And we got him when he was around like 2.5-ish, yeah, I think 2.5 months, and now he just turned 5 months. And I wanted to make a whole video with him, but again, I just got so busy. But he's back here playing. I don't know if you could see him. Hey. Hi. Getting him was a freaking whole day in itself. We had to fly to get him, and then drive an hour with a little baby puppy in the car. I was like so scared to even let him outside, because you know, like dogs have to get their shots and stuff. And I was like, what if you put something in his mouth? What if he gets sick? Because I was like looking up a bunch of puppy videos before getting him, and they were all scaring me about like parvo or whatever like it's called, which I know is very dangerous, and a lot of puppies don't make it from that. He's perfectly fine. He just got all of his shots, and he's a-okay. He has been my everything. My fiance has a job that requires him to be gone kind of a lot. I guess like if you added up a month, like 9 to 5, and then like him being away for a few days and then being home a few days, and maybe it evens out. I don't really know, but I do have to spend some of my nights alone for a few days in a row, and just having my puppy has been the best. When he was little and had to go pee every freaking hour outside, that was rough, getting no sleep. But now that he's older, he's actually been sleeping through the night, and honestly, the breed that he is, he's like an English bulldog and a little bit of beagle. He's so lazy, and I honestly love it. Like, so now now he sleeps through the night, and he gets mad even if I wake him up early in the morning and gives me major side eye. I'm gonna insert some pictures of his side eye that he likes to do, but I love it. He has such a good personality, and I just love him so much. And he's literally just hanging out with me right now, like literally just listening to me yap at a camera. He's probably like, wow, my mom's literally crazy. But he's also pretty needy and whining a lot because I think he wants to lay on the couch and sleep, because that's what we do a lot of the day when I'm home. He is a pretty shy guy. When you meet him, he's kind of scared of people, but once he warms up to you, literally he will be on you, snuggling you, and I think it's the cutest thing ever. Nothing he loves more than a treat and taking a nap. And yeah, he's so cute, and he wants to be by his mommy all the time. Things that happened in the last significant thing that I did in 2025 was take a big trip with a lot of friends, and I've never done that before. I've gone on trips with like few friends here and there, but like a big-ish group of like 12 people was something I haven't done before, and it was to celebrate mine and my fiance's engagement. And we've been together for so long that we have a lot of the same friends, so we're all friends, and honestly just an excuse to go travel and do something fun. I feel like you need a good trip with your friends, and now that we did it one time, we will literally want to do it every year. We're like, wow, this was so fun. Like I literally still think about it. Like me and my friends will text her like, oh my god, like I just dream about it. I'm like, literally same, I was just thinking about it too. Like look at pictures 24/7. Even though I did have a lot of fun, I want to talk about why I say want to talk about what it felt like and not just what it looked like, because that trip I was so freaking insecure just with myself. Like I'm glad it was a trip with people that I know that would never just like, you know, make me feel insecure. Like I wasn't really caring about like what they think of me. Obviously I care what they think of me, but like physically, like I care what I think of myself physically. And my friends always just like hype me up, like even if I'm like I'm so ugly and so this so that, they're like, no you're not, you're literally blind. But I just felt so insecure. I knew this trip was coming up for a while. Like we had planned it months in advance, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna eat good. Never happened. With all the moving and stuff, like I feel like I was just eating out and stressed out, and I feel like the stress part really is what had me like holding on to a lot of my weight and stress eating. If this is a sensitive subject for you, like just don't even listen. I just felt extremely insecure, and I was like, wow, I had all this time to, you know, be healthy and, you know, work out the way I look in a bikini, and it just didn't happen. Like I don't think I've ever felt that way before. Also, I'm just like getting older, so I'm like, it really does matter. So it really does show when you don't, for me at least, I feel like it's showing when I'm not taking care of myself more than it would obviously if I was probably younger. You would probably definitely never be able to tell based off the Instagram pictures that I posted. Obviously I had the best time, but I was just feeling so super insecure, and I never want to feel that way again on a trip, especially somewhere where I'm supposed to be having fun, not even thinking about it. And I did get over it, like obviously after a while. I got over it after the first few days, but it still just bothered me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have no pictures of posts, I'm gonna hate everything. Just don't look at your pictures right away after you take them. Just give it a minute, let it simmer, and then look at them. But if you looked at my Instagram and saw my pictures, like, oh my god, she had the best time. But which I did, but you wouldn't know that I was feeling so painfully insecure. Other than that, it was the best time, and I'm looking forward to doing another trip like that with my closest friends, because it was amazing. And honestly, like no drama, no anything, just a freaking good time. All in all, I feel like I had an amazing year, hitting a bunch of different milestones: buying a house, getting engaged, getting a puppy, celebrating with friends. Now that I've recapped my year, it's time to soak up all the good things that happened and let go of all the little things that I maybe upset about, regretted, and still think about, and just let it go and move forward. Instead of moving on, say move through it, because how do you just like move on from something? You don't just like forget about it, you move through it. It's good to remember the way things happen, but also figure out a way to get through it and not just forget about it, pretend it didn't happen. Anyways, I don't know if that makes sense, but I have such an amazing feeling about this year. Like I'm literally so excited for 2026. I feel like I haven't felt that way in a while, and everyone's saying that 2026 is the new 2016, so we'll see about that. I'm obviously posting this well into January, and I feel like that's something I want to do differently, is just taking all the pressure off of the new year. I have it to be set in stone, all my goals made and everything by January 1st. I'm taking the whole month of January to reset, try new routines and new habits, and see what works and see what doesn't, because I feel like sometimes when you put so much pressure on yourself, you just end up being super unrealistic, and then you get discouraged because you didn't get all the stuff that you said you would get done. So I feel like that's just something I want to do differently this year, is like not put so much pressure on myself, but also still put pressure on myself, because there's still things I want to do and I want to accomplish, but I want to do it without making myself have a panic attack. I said I have a good feeling about 2026 and I feel like it's gonna be a good year for all of us. If you take anything away from this video, just let it be to not put too much pressure on yourself, to have everything figured out by the first, like, who knows, even if you're watching this in like February, you can change literally whenever you want to, and you can set new goals or just decide, okay, maybe this isn't for me, even though I thought maybe at the beginning of the year it wouldn't be. Take it day by day. Also trust yourself and do the things that you said you were gonna do, because keeping your word to yourself is super important. And I feel like that's something I slacked a lot on last year, and I'm definitely going to be changing that this year. My puppy has to go potty, so good thing I'm done. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Happy 2026, and I hope you have the best year ever. Bye.